With the issue of homeless horses spreading across parishes and causing problems for even the police, there are those who are doing their best to assist with the rescue and the care of these animals. Others are also housing them before they become homeless. A word of caution, though, as viewers may find some of these images disturbing. Denise Walters has part 2 in this TVJ Sports special report.
Some of these are retired race horses and have found a home at the St. Catherine-based Equestrian Federation of Jamaica. But unfortunately, sometimes the federation gets them in poor condition.
There are trainers out there that try to run the horses as much as they can and to get as much money as they can out of these horses. And when they break down or, then there's nothing to do with them. And a lot of times we do take on horses. Sometimes they have injuries, whether it's a tendon or a chipped bone or something like that, that we nurse them, we rest them for. We have horses here that we've rested for a year off the track before we could even sit in their back because of the injuries that they had.
National equestrian coach Julian Hyde says it's not just the injured ones they take on board.
We had I'm Satisfied came over here. He had a good competition. He was a good horse over here. Captain Bly was here. More recently, I just got Dwayne Starr from a trainer over there. He has an injury on his right front, but we still, he's so easy in the stable. All the kids love him, so we have him here.
Meanwhile, local animal rights activist of Montego Bay Animal Haven, Tammy Brown, says they receive donations mostly from international donors. As a result, the Haven has found a safe place for some of the homeless horses at Ponderosa Farm in Bogwalk, St. Catherine.
There needs to be something done right here in Jamaica to help these animals, especially when so many people make millions from them.
Brown says a number of the horses turned away, especially the geldings, can have their careers rerouted.
You can then take on and develop into a sports horse. You can do jumping with it or trail riding with it or hacking out in the countryside with it.
Hall of Fame trainer Richard Azan agrees.
There are still areas in which horses can be used after the racing career. They have various areas in which they use the horses. They use them for riding. They use them on farms just to have them as pets. Also, they take them and they have a thing where the tourists come and they ride the horses and swim them in the sea.
Two-time champion trainer Anthony Nunes says he turns over some of his horses to 2 other local sporting disciplines once they are retired.
I mean, a number of my horses end up at polo or they end up at equestrian because my daughter happens to love the horses as well. And I have a good friend, Paul Layla, has a farm that we turn out horses and retire them there all the time.
In the meantime, head of the St. Ann Police Division, Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, says when he came back to the parish, homeless horses were a cause for concern, but the police have been tackling the issue.
The first thing that we did was to move apace to remove those horses from Mommy Bay, so they are properly stabled further south in St. Ann.
Also to note, some retired racing horses also make it to the Mounted Troops unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, including the likes of former Classic campaigner Greg Elding Sotomayor. Denise Walters for TVJ Sports.